What is happening with Ukrainian impersonal sentences is just crazy. Because even the basic sentences like my name is, let it be Jake, I'm 25 years old, I'm bored, I feel bad, I'm sad, all of them are impersonal sentences in Ukrainian. And they are very different from the corresponding sentences in English. For example, you want to say I am cold in Ukrainian, and you think that you will get something like Я є холодний, which is logical. It's incorrect, but logical. Because if you translate this sentence word by word, this is what you'll get. Я means I, є means am, холодний means cold. Seems very easy at first, but nobody will understand you correctly unless you are a vampire and your body is really cold. Have a look at this sentence. It is an impersonal sentence in English. The subject is not real. It is snowing. It is snowing. Who is it? Who is snowing? We don't know. But in English, we need to use some sort of subject. That's why we use this word it. But it doesn't perform any actions. That's why this sentence is called impersonal. Such sentences are used when we don't know who the subject is or we just don't want to focus on it. If you translate this sentence into Ukrainian, you'll get an impersonal sentence too. It will consist of only one word, сніжить. Because in Ukrainian, if you don't know who the subject is, you just don't put the subject into the sentence. That's why there is no subject in this sentence, only a verb in its he, she, it form. Let's have a look at a similar example. It's getting dark. Сутеніє. And again, we've got an impersonal sentence consisting of only one verb in its he, she, it form. But it doesn't mean that all impersonal sentences in Ukrainian consist of one verb, of course no. For example, in this sentence we have стає, getting, and холодно, cold, an adverb. So it was a verb plus adverb, but it can be just an adverb though. It's cold, холодно, only an adverb. There are similar examples. It's hot, спекотно. It's beautiful, гарно. It smells great, пахне чудово. Again, verb plus adverb. It's difficult for me. Мені важко. For me corresponds to Ukrainian word мені. It's a pronoun in the dative case. And важко is an adverb again. Here we have a passive sentence in English. The bridge is destroyed. But as I said in my previous video, passive voice is not very common for Ukrainian, so here we use an impersonal sentence instead. Зруйновано is an impersonal form of a verb. Yes, Ukrainian does have that. Such forms usually have the ending no or to, and they are used when we don't want to say who performed the action. Now it's getting a little bit more interesting, because in most of the previous examples we had impersonal sentences both in English and in Ukrainian. But the problem is that in Ukrainian, impersonal sentences are used much more often. The rest of the video is going to be just examples of sentences that are not impersonal in English but are impersonal in Ukrainian. Let me know in the comments if you get shocked. The first example, my name is Jay, in Ukrainian is always an impersonal sentence. The first option, мене звуть Jay, is the translation to the sentence they call me Jay. But in Ukrainian it doesn't have the subject. It's logical because they is not the real subject. When we say they, we don't think about someone in particular. But the verb звуть is in they form. The second option is also an impersonal sentence but with the infinitive звати. I'm 29 years old. Мені 29 років. Which means, for me, it is 29 years. An impersonal sentence again. Мені means for me. It's a personal pronoun in the dative case. If you try to translate the English sentence word by word, you will get something like Я є 29-річний. If you say this, people will understand you, but it will be so unnatural. Мені холодно. Мені сумно. Мені все одно. Мені байдуже. Мені шкода. Мені треба йти. Мені вдалося це зробити. Мені наснилося це. Мені боляче. Мені весело. Мені огидно. Мені смачно. Мені добре. Мені приємно. Мені не віриться. Мені не щастить. Мені краще. Мені це подобається. Мені хочеться кави. Мені цікаво. Мені погано. Мені нудно. If you are interested in learning Ukrainian, check out my shorts. I post Ukrainian word of the day and Ukrainian song of the day every day. You can leave your feedback or you can request a video in the comments below. Have a nice day!